Now the reason all this stuff, OFDMA, which is, by the way, is just one new feature of Wi-Fi 6, why all this is awesome is because it's addressing our needs of the future. So a big part of what we're doing now with wireless is we're putting a lot of IoT devices in our networks. Little small devices that don't use a lot of bandwidth, but they're still connected to our wireless. And we're deploying a ton of them. Like, you might have a factory with thousands of little devices that communicate with your access point, giving it metrics. Little metric updates like, hey, I need to be fixed, or hey, I'm okay. And with the old way of doing wireless, think about this, let me draw it out. We just have a ton of little IoT devices on the network. And even though each of these don't need much bandwidth at all, they don't need anything, just a little bit of room on the highway. Even though they only need a little bit, the old way is going to give each one of these little guys the entire highway. That's so inefficient, and you can see why that would be a huge problem. Like, that network would be bad. But with OFDMA, we can give each of these little guys a sliver of the highway. We can fill this highway with little tricycles or whatever, and then we can send the data all at once to all of these guys. So it's huge for IoT. It's huge for conferences where you have a ton of people connecting to one AP, like Cisco Live. Anybody going to Cisco Live? I'm hoping that in the next few years we'll see some AX, some Wi-Fi 6 that will help us out with the congestion. Airports, schools, hospitals. You've got these medical devices that are like really intense, like they have to be up, they have to be running because they're communicating some very sensitive data, heart rate monitors and such, you know, life or death situations. They've got to have great Wi-Fi connections. But again, like hospitals, they have a lot of people connecting, from patients to all the instruments. We need a different solution. We needed a more efficient solution. Solutions that can deal with these high density situations, and that's what Wi-Fi 6 does with OFDMA. That's why this solution's so killer. That's why I'm excited about this.